Here we go now. Steve Doherty, powered by Rodek. Oh, yeah, right there. Steve Doherty, Ravenna, New York, with the Precious Gem tractor right there.
Great pull right there for Doherty. We'll get the official distance momentarily. And I'll tell you, that one's going to be tough to go. Tough to beat right there.
Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? The man out of Ravenna, New York. They made a nice run here this afternoon with his machine. Steve Doherty, and that Rodek-fired machine comes to life, and down the way he goes. Steve, you made a nice run.
Yeah, I think the track will dry out a little, later in the class. There's 19 of us, so needed a good straight one in the beginning, or you weren't going to get anywhere in it.
Sure had a straight run. You didn't have to get on the brakes at all, did you?
Yeah, nice run. These are just cut tires, and I was wondering if they'd work. I'm happy with what they did.
Good job. Hang in there. All right. He made a nice run. Yes, sirree.
The distance, 234.15, 234.15 for Doherty. Now, coming out now, Ron Vandertook in Showdown, and that's the bunch from section 305. There's...
And right there, good run for Ron Vandertook.
Good Showdown at 226.02. So Doherty is still on top, 234.15.
So on the line, here we come now with the Outlaw. Right there for Ken Fullhart, Chevrolet powered machine right there out of New Castle, Indiana. Ron Fullhart.
Law 203.39. Getting everybody lined up. We'll keep, of course, the top three over here near the announcer's stand and see who can move into that group right now. The sole survivor is going to take a shot out of Michigan.
Here we go. Lee Swift, Bronson, Michigan. On deck, Terry Kirshner, and in the hole, Terry Brock and the group. Whoa, holy smoke.
Wow.
Man.
They got Wooly for the Woolly Burger over there, I want to tell you now.
Out of the fourth turn, car out of control.
Man, he just hooked and turned left, baby.
He just had some severe problems with his handling, got out of shape there. I don't know, maybe an axle broke in the vehicle or what. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Lee Swift a nice round of applause. How about it? Bronson, Michigan, huh? What do you say? The sole survivor. Scott, we'll go check things out.
All right, survivor, 103.04. Better.
All right, here we come now. Here's Terry Kirshner now. Green Castle, oh, I'm sorry. Richard Drury back. The Woolly Burger out of Nicholasville, ready to go. Small block Chevrolet coming up against these big block boys here this afternoon. On the line. right there.
About the same spot as he went the first time, actually.
Well, you got about 350 cubic inches on there. You're coming out some 500 cubic inch motors and so forth, and it does make a little bit of a difference for you when you go running here, I'll tell you.
0.88.
Here we go, right here. Right there for none other than Terry Kirshner, Greencastle, Pennsylvania. We're going to mark it down, let you know how far he went right here.
Fighting to hold pretty good, so it's going to be a tough class, and I'm sure the best ones are yet to come.
Well, we was talking to
The white line marks 240. The cone is significant of the 234 where Doherty went a little bit. That's your lead distance. It's marked by the orange pylon at the end of the track. The full pull mark is the white line at the end of the track.
All right, here we go now. Terry Brock, Groveport, Ohio, on the starting line with the Hellbound machine right here. Whoa, man, what a run. But no cigar right there, but he's going to have a new leader. We are going to have a new leader, no doubt about it. I think we've got a new leader, Scott, the way it looks from here.
Boy, it is close. It's right there. Around 234, 235. We'll wait on the measurement. 31.88 for Hellbound. That's second best so far. Stephen Doherty still your leader in the precious gem. 234 is your lead distance. Hellbound goes to number 2 at 231.88.
And it will be Larry Kester on the line with his Footloose machine. Interesting story here. This gentleman lost both of his legs in a tractor accident several years ago. But I'll tell you what, folks, the spirit oh man, right there for Kester.
Looky here. Great pull. We'll get it official in a minute, but no doubt he's got it out of here.
Oh, man. Looks good. We'll wait and see.
It takes 240 to officially make it a full pull.
A lot of places. We went to a restaurant down in, I think it was Chattanooga. We were pulling mini rods down there. We started to go in the restaurant one night. He says, I can't go in there. I said, why? I said, see what the sign says? No shoes, no shirt, no service. I don't have any shoes. I can't go in. So anyway, it's Glenn Gunther. This guy builds these chassis for most of these tractors. Tremendous chassis builder right here.
All right, tough enough, hooked and ready. It takes a full pull to force a pull-up. As Footloose is out of here, we'll see if Tough Enough's got it today.
And right there. Good run.
That's close. I think Tough Enough. Well, we know we're going to have a pull-off, at least 2 in it, maybe more. Announcer's stand, Harry Dorman.
11, 225.11 for Robert Lenzini. Righto. Well, we're ready now for Terry Schisler out of Illinois, right here. One of those tough Illinois tractors right here. Got a good class of mini rods.
201.86 for Fistful of Dollars. Terry Schisler 201.86 in the old Sky King out of Zanesville, Ohio. And Dave Campbell now trying to get a full pull.
Pullers, man, those guys. And don't forget, if you like pulling, don't forget Bowling Green, Ohio, the National Championship Tractor Pull, August 21st, 22nd, 23rd. You got to be there and experience Bowling Green once in your life. You go once, you'll go back and continue to go. It's an outstanding place to go. There's no other place in an outdoor world like Bowling Green, that's for sure. Whoa!
May have hurt him going that far left. Butch trying to eyeball it. He's very close. It may be full or it may be just short. For Sky King and Dave Campbell out of Zanesville, Ohio, officially a full pull. The engine's down. Let's give him a nice round of applause, the Sky King.
Now, first of all, it was Kester, then it was Gunther, and now it's Campbell. All out the door here at Louisville. So we'll continue on. And here's another one. Very capable. Scott, I'm going to predict it. Ladies and gentlemen, watch the sand bomb. No, short. Very capable. Peters does not get it out of here. A little bit short with his machine.
Competitive class, 228.91. Looks about sixth best just on a quick eyeball at 228.91. It's for the first time, or maybe this is the first time you've been to one of these pulls. We do have earplugs on sale out at the souvenirs and concession vendors. You want to make sure that you have some earplugs.
Roger Weissong out of Lewisburg, Ohio, coming to the line. Evidently, Denny Horst is having some problems. Yeah, we got to take care of that, don't we? Okay.
Look at this stack of FFAs here we got to get to in a minute. Man, they're all here. If you're in an FFA, you're here today.
And right there, yes sirree.
Oh, 6.10, so that's where his distance lands. Couple more left to go, and then we know we have at least a three-way pull-off. And boy, we talk about three bad dogs coming back. It is going to be something else at pull-off time. But we made it. And the Red Fox working it out now.
Ladies and gentlemen, he had a very good year last year, Denny Horst did. Let's see what he does. This tractor is very capable of going out the door this afternoon. Let's see what he does. Dennis Horst. And he spins out right there, top end.
Another one right on the edge there, Butch. He's right there. We'll see if he got enough to get it out. $139.84. Now, on a 240-foot track, that's 16 hundredths of a foot short. Now, my math isn't very good, but that's somewhere around an inch short of a full pull. Man, 239.84, there it is. 240 is what it takes for a full pull. About an inch short is what that figures out to. Boy, I'll tell you. Trying to join our pull-off, which stands at 3, Kester, Gunther, and Campbell. .99 for Byron Dungy and Rat Poison. Our 1,600 or 1,850-pound mini rod class here this afternoon at the ICI America Championships.
These guys run all over everywhere with Larry Kester also on the circuit, so Russell Korf at the wheel. Let's see what he does now. He much like to join those other guys on the top end here this afternoon, I'm sure. Man, we got an outstanding array of FFA, don't we? The motor leans out on him, ladies and gentlemen, right there. It leaned right out on him. You can see the blue flames coming out of it. It just leans right out. And that is just about it. I guess he's to the point of no return down there. And that's all she's going to be writing this afternoon for Russell Korf. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Russell Korf. And your full distance for Russ Korf, 101.03. 101.03.
In Footloose out of Wadesville, Indiana.
All right, Larry moves to the right side of the track. Let's see what happens now as he comes to the starting line ready to go here this afternoon with competition right on the starting line. Better believe it. Larry Kester, Wadesville, Indiana. He helps, old Fred Freeman helps him with his motors a lot. Steve, we got Larry Gates there, and a whole bunch.
Good looking pull for Larry Kester and Footloose out of Wadesville, Indiana. And 72, that's what they're going to shoot at.
All right, if you're interested in the videos, 1992 tractor, go right here.
He can win this one. ICI will have to get him shoes next because he'll have the rest of the whole ICI outfit.
I think he's already got the shoes. I think they have to wear those too, but you know.
All right, here comes Tough Enough. Glenn Gunther, defending champion out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Whoa, man, oh man, how close is that? Whoa. I don't know, man, it's too close to call right now. What a shot. It is too close to call right there.
got to beat 210.72. That's the number to watch for and listen for. If he can beat 210.72, he'll take the lead. Kester went 210.72, and boy, I'm going to tell you, he is right there. But how close, we're about to find out that he had enough to get it past the 210 mark. The distance, 211.21. There's your new leader right there. It's Glenn Gunther and Tough Enough.
So Gunther goes up number one, the defending champion. We've got one tractor to go yet, and that will be David Campbell to the starting line.
All right, this is it. Dave Campbell, Sky King. He's got to beat 211.21 to knock off the defending champion.
Oh, there's your winner right there.
That's going to do it.
Uncle Dave. Hey, you know what Uncle Dave does?
He left no doubt about it. Dave Campbell, Sky King. There's your winning distance on the board, 219.93. All right, now we'll pull out the three winners and make the presentation down here on the track.
I don't know if it's going to fit or not, man. Well, it's close enough for the picture anyway, Dave.
Yeah, well, that worked.
David, we got a new tradition. Come over here. Walk right around here so everybody says they can't see the winner on this side. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Dave Campbell a nice round of applause. How about it? Zanesville, Ohio. Man, Ohio's been doing good here. Dave Campbell, I've been here 14 years. I have yet to see you win this thing until today. Is that right?
You got it. That's right.
You have been pushing and shoving and going, and it's a new tractor, I know, and you've been running very well. I know you had some tough times last summer getting all the bugs worked out, but boy, you sure got your act together today.
Well, I just hope it stays that way.
You hope it stays that way, huh? Congratulations, Dave. A first win here at Louisville, and let's hope for the future, huh?
Yeah, I want to thank Jan from Riverside Engines, Bill Goodall, Don Cross, and Steve Adams.
How about your other sponsors here this weekend?
Well, of course. Everybody knows ICI.
All right, good enough. That's all we want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. Dave Campbell. And presenting the trophies this afternoon from the ICI America's Ag Products Group is Mr. David Herndon. And from the Kentucky State Fair Board, Ed Sutton. Glenn, come over here and see me. Gunther man, last year's winner, he was hoping for a new fire suit today, weren't you?
That'd been nice. I would have liked to have it.
We were worried about your shoes. Scott said he'd make sure his shoes are all right, too. Okay, but everything looks good. Congratulations on a nice run.
Thank you very much, Butch. We sure appreciate all the fans coming out and supporting us because without the fans, we wouldn't be here no matter what.
I guess your chassis company's still selling a lot of chassis, right?
Doing real good. We got to give thanks to our folks over there in the other section from overseas. They're our best customers right now, but of course, we'd rather deal with our people here in the States, so if anybody's interested, give us a call.
Anybody you'd like to thank this afternoon?
Oh, yeah, everybody. We'd like to thank ICI especially because without the fans and without ICI, we probably couldn't have this show. And all the people at home that help us, my family, my dad, and all the folks from Owensboro that make this show what it is. The good old boys from down there, they never let us down and treat us like family. And we'll come back as long as they'll have us. But we thank everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Glenn Gunther. Good job. Kester, one of these years, man, we're going to get you right up there.
Well, we're working on it. You got these guys. Campbell, I definitely think he probably won because he had a little more meat in the seat. But these are the best guys. I tell you what.
You said he had a little more meat in his seat. Is that right?
Just a little. When you got guys like Glenn and Dave, you can't do any better than these guys. It's the best group of pullers that you'll find. They'll help you do anything. Bob Lenzini's helped me tremendous amount. There's so many people that's helped me, I couldn't mention them all. Larry Gates, the whole group, my sponsors, Hardy Brake and Auto Wheel and Rim and Ready Strip, and all these great fans, ICI. Can't get any better than this. That may be first.
Except maybe first. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Kester. All right, that's all you need to say right there. What a great story, I'll tell you. He always has got, I love to do his interviews, he's always got a lot of things to say. And once again, our trophy presentations from Mr. Ed Sutton, the Kentucky State Fair Board, and Mr. David Herndon from ICI Americas. Yes, sirree. Turner, ready to turn up the horsepower in two-wheel drive competition. What an outstanding field we've got in two-wheel drive this afternoon. Man, oh man, great looking group. Here we go now. Brad Turner, Camellia, Kentucky, Stitches. Oh, ouch. Ooh. Evidently, we may have chunked a rear end right there. I don't know, the drivetrain problems with the machine or whether she jumped out of gear. Now, we'll wait and find out for sure, see if it's okay. As they look things over, make sure that everything is all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, Brad Turner?
This will be our first official recorded distance, providing the sled ends up staying where it's at.
All right, we're ready now. This 38 Special out of New York. These guys came a long way. David Shoemaker. And problems for the 38 Special. I think it came up in the wrong gear. Never did came out right. 38 Special, Dave Shoemaker, Stanley, New York.
All right, 148.59 is the distance. 148.59, and that, at least for the moment, I'm sure only for the moment, will serve as the leader. And
Watch this one. This guy's pretty tough right here. Greenup, Illinois, bad to the bone. And right there, bad to the bone. Let's give him a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The Bucketee, yes sirree.
the only question is going to be where the full pull mark is set, because that one there is going to end up in that range between 235 and 240. So it depends where the full pull line is set. That was an outstanding pull no matter any way you slice it. 136 feet, a little over half. 236.53 the distance on the scoreboard right now. Bad to the bone.
All right, here comes Jimmy Lyons with his ultimate Chevrolet. How about you Chevrolet people? Let's give him a nice round of applause. What do you say? All right, Chevrolet on the line. Here we come. And right there, first time he's ever hooked it, right there. The first hook. And he takes it down the track.
I'll tell you though, the first hook, and it'll never be any better than that. Kicking up sand here at the National Farm Machinery Show's ICI Championship pull. Well, they haven't told us officially, but if indeed 240 is a full pull, I think he's got it anyway. Ryan's impressive distance will be washed out, and the class will be started over with weight added to the sled to make it heavier and tougher to get down the track. Going to add some weight.
All right, here we go now on the starting line. Let's see what happens now. Tough Cookie. Whoa.
Ouch.
Oh, Danny's all right. He really took a terrific shot in there when he bounced forward. He made that run.
Well, Butch over there talking to him, and Danny shaking his head. He's okay. He really did get exploded in that cabin there. That's why they make sure all those belts are nice and tight, man. He went flying when Tough Cookie went away. And the Tough Cookie.
All right, here we come with that El Camino out of the Choo Choo Custom Stable. Here we go. And right there for Ken Lamont. He took a good ride also, man. Lamont bouncing, rocking, rolling right there with that Chevrolet El Camino. He had a
2.92 for Ken Lamont. The Plano Toolbox is Jake Seed Company Midnight Express. 202.92. They've toughened that sled up, that's for sure. And
the Little Rascal, Jimmy and Shirley Crabtree, and they're our vehicle right here, ready to come to the line. On deck, Dave Shulian. And right there for Crabtree. He makes his run. Jim and Shirley Crabtree.
it's going to be your new leader, the Little Rascal, Jim Crabtree, St. Louisville, Ohio. 4 feet. That's Garrett, I believe.
Garrett?
That's Garrett.
Yeah, it's Garrett County. Okay, I'm sorry. I made that wrong. They just beat me up or something here. All right.
There's a classic, the Driller. Dave Shulian ready. Needs to go past that 213 mark to take the lead.
It's the old Leo K's machine from many years ago. Dave Shulian on his starting line. Ready to go with that Corvette. Right there, Quincy, Illinois, Dave Shulian. Good run for Dave Shulian.
We'll see 0.98 feet. Your new leader, the Chevy Corvette, the Driller, and Dave Shulian.
Well, I don't know exactly what the problem is with 38 Special today, but he certainly has had some problems here with that vehicle. So it's unfortunate, I'll tell you, because that machine will pull a lot better than that. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? What do you say?
160.27 for 38 Special. And ready to go with Bad to the Bone, Rusty Miller.
And right there again for Bad to the Bone as he makes a nice run.
24.16. 224.16. Rusty Miller goes to number 1. The Driller sits number 2. And Crabtree and Little Rascal goes 3rd.
Well, here we go now. Jim Lyons ready to go. His Ultimate Chevrolet. Larry Rice, Tommy Mattingly, the owners of the Ultimate Chevrolet. And a hard-to-shoe lines right here.
And we see this bunch of circle track racing a lot. These guys are involved in a lot of different vehicles. And right here, they have obviously put a lot of expertise into Jim Lyons' new creation.
They're into drag racing too. Mattingly's got a drag car, you know, and Larry Rice has a drag car. They do everything. Right there.
Maybe a new leader. It's close.
Jim Lyons. The Price Automotive B&R Speed Shop, Ultimate Chevrolet.
1 in the Ultimate Chevy. .37. Got a page for Tony Simmons. .225 is going to be considered a full pull here. 225 will be a full pull. Your leader, 224.16 for Bad to the Bone.
So here comes Wayne Roush now on the line with the Little Red Dodge. All right, let's give him a nice round of applause. You've got a new leader. Right there. Wayne Roush, Dublin, Ohio. The Little Red Truck right there.
Well, not much doubt about it. All right, Vosburg hooks to the sled. Farnhamville, Iowa-based No Problem is up next, needing a full pull to keep it alive here in the two-wheel drive class. Wayne Roush, his full pull puts him at number 1.
Nice looking old Ford right there. Had a good run going. Erwin Vosburg, No Problem. On deck will be Daryl Varner, and in the hole will be Mike Martin and Thunder Chicken out of Dayton, Ohio.
The Willis ready to go. Will he make it? We'll answer that question in just a minute. Johns, will he make it? 216.50. Well, you know, Chevrolet, Daryl Varner needs a full pull to make Wayne Rouse go back to work. Good pull, not quite a full pull, but an excellent run for Daryl Varner in rare breed. 220.22.
Full distance 220.22. And Thunder's Chicken, Mike Martin, Dayton, Ohio. Great looking old Chevrolet sedan delivery on the line right here. Ready to come at you on the line here at Freedom Hall. 1992 National Farm Machinery Show. Two-wheel drive competition. He's ready to go.
That's
well,
it.
Everybody just kind of went silent, didn't they?
Right there, man.
It's real quiet. Let's give him a nice round of applause, folks. The Thunder Chicken Chevrolet right there.
Okay.
Mike Martin.
See, Debbie. 210.06 for the Thunder Chicken. 210 feet, .06.
Hang on there, Debbie. Whoa.
Well, she got a bounce off that one,
She
Debbie.
did a nasty bounce. Oh, she's okay. The Kelly Chevrolet family affair. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Debbie Hackworth, ladies and gentlemen. Tough luck.
.66, 178.66 feet.
Come to the starting line. Boy, Dan had a rough ride there. Yes, sirree.
Hey, riding a mechanical bull, man. He got a whole bunch of bounce. .15 feet, 215.11 for Dan Walsh and the Irish T, 215.11.
About a year ago, first hook he ever made was Atlanta, Georgia. I happened to be there, and he did very well. So let's see what he does now as he comes to the starting line. Jimmy Mattingly, Bardstown, Kentucky, down Old Nelson County Way, on the line. How about it, Ford people? Stand up and be counted. Where are all my Ford fans, huh? Good chance. We've got a Ford and Chevrolet and a Dodge and a Pulloff. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Jim Mattingly, full pull. Also,
all right, Chevy time ready to go. Ford, Dodge, and Chevy out. Green on the track for the Huffin Chevrolet out of West Alexandria, Ohio, and Craig Huff.
right there for Craig Huff and Huffin number 3 out of West Alexandria, Ohio, the Chevrolet machine.
0.37 feet as we'll go now to Cheers and Pat Friels.
Problems for Pat Friels. Sound like the clutch was slipping like crazy. The clutch would just sound like it was slipping like crazy as he came down the track, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Pat a nice round of applause, folks. How about it? Pat Friels, Island, Kentucky, and Cheers. The old Dollar Devil pulling team. Well,
Cheers at 180.33.
Go ahead, sir.
This is a creativity award, man. They set this note down with a little stand. Make it set up real nice.
Hey. Right there.
Well, he gives them something to shoot at. The Chevrolet of Jim Lyons, the Mary Kay Cosmetics, Price Automotive, the Ultimate Chevy. Lyons is 216.64. 216.64, Jim Lyons and the Ultimate Chevy. That's what they gotta beat. The orange cone marks the spot. That's who's the Little Red Truck Dodge and the Kentucky Colt Ford. That's where they gotta take it past if they're gonna beat Jim Lyons here this afternoon. Go past Jim Lyons, Mark.
He sure does, Scott. Let's see, he was running strong a while ago. He made a super good run. I don't know if he's changed any weights or not, but here we come with the doctor right now. Farmer, doctor of agriculture, Ohio State University, gave it all up, went truck pulling, here he is. right there. We got a new leader right there. The little red truck out of Ohio.
Now the distance to beat, 2:21.19. The little red truck is number one at 2:21.19, 2:21.19. That's the distance to beat for the Kentucky Colt. Wayne Roush, the little red truck Dodge, in first place.
The Kentucky Colt on the starting line, Mr. Jimmy Mattingly. Boy, he's wanted to get here to Louisville for years, you know, or last year or so, with other people's trucks and motors that he's built, but finally, he's got his machine here today. Jim Mattingly, Bardstown, Kentucky. The Kentucky Colt right here.
Whoa! Too close. He's got to beat 2:21. Don't think he got it, Butch? It's got to be past 2:21.19. Short, 2:19.96. And your winner, Wayne Roush, and the little red truck Dodge goes number one. The Ford into number two. And Lyons in the Chevy finished third.
All right, Wayne, we have a new tradition again. It's not often that I get to introduce a double winner here. Ladies and gentlemen, from Dublin, Ohio, your winner, Mr. Wayne Roush. Now, wait a minute. She said if he would win today, she would do a cartwheel on the track. Now, let's make sure all the tractors and the rollers are clear, because she says, I'm going to do a cartwheel. I may end up on my tush, but I'm going to do a cartwheel. Hey! And she did, too.
Last time she did that, she wasn't a grandma. Now she's a grandma.
Wayne, it's not often that I have the privilege of talking to somebody that wins twice in a week at Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, believe me, it's just unbelievable for us. We had a heck of a long time getting here, and I'm not saying we'll stay here, but it's just unbelievable. It's great.
You will. She says we'll be back, no doubt about it. Wayne, is anybody you'd like to thank?
Oh, yeah, we certainly want to thank ICI for the event sponsorship. I want to thank Billy Joe Miles and all the Owensboro guys for keeping this thing going, and the National Farm Machinery Show. My associate sponsor, Kinder Motor Oil. Product sponsors are Air-Equip, Performance Hose and Fittings, Autometer, Basil Elke, Alcohol, Loctite Permatex, Bell Additives, NGK Spark Plugs, and RaceQuip.
Boy, we got them all, didn't we? Ladies and gentlemen, a dual winner. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Wayne Roush, Dublin, Ohio. And the trophy presentations, Mr. David Herndon from ICI America and Mr. Bruce Harper from the Kentucky State Fair Board. Bruce, get back in the picture there. There you go. All right. Well, Jimmy Mattingly, you had a lot of Ford people behind you. How about my Ford fans? Where are they right now? You've always wanted to pull here. I remember last year, how can I get in Louisville? Hey, you made it.
I had a hard time making it, but I really appreciate him letting me pull here.
Congratulations on being number two. A foot's not so bad, especially against Roush.
No, when I can run with Wayne that close, I am tickled to death.
Congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yes, I would. I'd like to thank my family and Lenati Cams, Tim Engler's been a lot of help to me. I really appreciate those people.
All right, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a nice round of applause right here. Jimmy Mattingly, Bardstown, Kentucky. And once again, the trophy presentations, Mr. David Herndon from ICI Americas and Mr. Bruce Harper from the Kentucky State Fair Board. What do you say, Lucky?
I feel great to do what we did here with the new truck. Third place, we did great.
You ought to be really satisfied, Jim, I tell you. I know you were talking about the fuel being a little rich, a little problem with the fuel, but, man, you made a nice shot.
We had some problems, but, you know, I was a little bit nervous there on that last pass because they was pushing us pretty hard, and we had to get it in there, and so we did it. I'm satisfied with third.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Lyons, Chevrolet people, let him know you appreciate him. How about it? All right, Jim Lyons, Louisville, Kentucky. Does good, yes, here this weekend. Once again, our trophy presentations, Mr. Bruce Harper of the Kentucky State Fair Board, Dave Herndon from ICI America's Ag Products Division. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Meese, ready to go, Oblong, Illinois, the Squealer. Man, that 4250 went to work, didn't he, huh? Yes, sirree. The Squealer. Bang, right there.
I busted a hole in that sand, and I would imagine that sled is going to see some revision. Kind of offends the sled people when the first one starts kicking sand up. He wouldn't be from Illinois, would he?
Oh, yeah. Carol's over there doing cartwheels. All right, here we come now with Mike Smith. Celebrated his birthday here just the other evening with us as he gets ready to come to the starting line. Mike Smith, the Deer Harvester. See what happens here. He'll be number one. And right there, Kenny Smith, Caledonia, Ohio, and the Deer Harvester, 1:06.36. 2:16 and 36 for Kenny Smith. And up next will be You know, for years, ICI America has shared a cooperative spirit with farmers, and that commitment is even stronger today. We thank our friends from ICI Americas. Here we come now with Robert Galloway. Takes the RPM up, he drops the hammer, and here he comes. And right there for the 40, 2:05.70. 2:05 and 70. Well, Scott, have you surfaced anywhere amongst our friends in the crowd yet?
We're working on it right now. Let's see. I finally made it up top. Where the heck are? All right, we're about ready to go down there. Butch, you take it.
And right there, ride 'em cowboy Benny McKinnon, right there, the D21. Yes, sirree. Well, the McKinnon, 216.04. 216.04. 216.04. All right, here we are in the starting line. Alan Brabeck, ready to go. Once again, the gentleman looking for Larry Kester, come to the announcers area. Gentleman looking for Larry Kester. Here comes Brabeck now. Man, he nailed it. You talk about an Alice Chalmers. Watch this one go to work. Oh, man. Right there. We'll mark him. How about it, Alice Chalmers, people? Let's give him a nice round of applause. What do you say? All my Alice Chalmers fans. Don't worry about that. Whoa, man, you got a new leader right there. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Daryl Meese. How about it, John Deere, people? What do you say?
36. We got a few of them up here. Butch looks like we're ready to go back to the starting line.
All right, on the starting line, here's Scott Buss, Denver, Iowa. John Deere 4250, ready to go. Finished fifth here last year at the National Farm Machinery Show. Championship tractor pull. He comes to the line ready to go. Scott Buss, Denver, Iowa. And right there for Demon Begone, Scott Buss, Denver, Iowa. Let's give him a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? Scott Buss. John Deere 4250. And number 3, currently at 216.04 is, or I should say, 216.04 is Benny McKinnon, who's been pulling here a long, long time. Hey, Benny, where's Benny's family up there? They were all standing up there. Benny, turn around here, everybody. Well, you got people up here, too. She's up there looking for you, too. See, there's more people from Benny McKinnon family waving at you, okay? Benny, welcome back to Louisville.
Thanks a lot. Nice to be here.
How many years you been here, Benny?
About 24, I think.
24, and you know what next year is?
That's 25.
That big silver coming up right here, the silver anniversary of this tractor pull.
That's right. It's a nice pull, isn't it?
You have a good time here, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Let's hope number 3 holds up, huh?
I doubt that. There's some good tractors back there, though.
Good luck. All right, here we come. Benny McKinnon. Here we go with Rick Rivera. He's out of there. That Super Stocker's rocking on down. Here he comes. Rick Rivera, ladies and gentlemen, at 8050, Alice Chalmers. Okay, Alice Chalmers, people, let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Rick Rivera, Hillstat, Illinois, driving the Executor. 216.09. 216.09. 216.09 right there.
Well, Butch, we're going to take a little walk here now into section 334. Garth.
Sent him out of here a little too early. Steve Blagrave up, Ackerley, Texas, ready to go with the Red Thunder. These guys are cotton farmers down in Texas. Pull 2 international tractors. Come on, you international people, let's get with the program. Here we go. Watch this super stalker go to work. Whoa! How smooth was that, huh? International people, stand up and be counted.
Well, I'll tell you what, Butch, we'll keep hanging around over here at 333 and 334, only because these guys.
The John Deere, Daryl Meese, and Steve Blagrave. They're going to have a pull-off between those 2 tractors, the International and the John Deere. Oh, Ford with problems. Jim Jones from Windsor, Virginia, with problems. Thanks, guys.
Hey, fans in here.
Texas out the door. IH along with John Deere. Well, let's get ready to fire that Alice Chalmers up. We'll bring him to the starting line right here, the old Alice. The old 180. And right there, Bobby Bentley, ladies and gentlemen. Hazel Green, Alabama. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, folks? 2:05.47. International 1594. Ready to make his shot here this afternoon. Scott, as soon as he runs, you can have it, buddy boy.
All right, man, I know those Tennessee people are waiting on this one right here.
Anybody here from Tennessee? All right. Right there for Rick Essery. Let's give him a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? Rick Essery.
Well, the time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you get that hat? Did you steal from Garth Brooks?
Yeah.
Got another Garth.
So we have 2 tractors out the door, the International and the John Deere. Both of them, Daryl Meese, Steve Blagrave. Currently, the Smiths in number 3. Here we come now, ready to go. Whoa. Obviously, John Deere people are loving that, that's for sure. Well, take him back to the starting line and let him have it again. Field of tractors yet before we go to the pull-off here this afternoon. Here we come now on the starting line. We're ready to go. And right there. How about it, international people? Let's give him a nice round of applause. What do you say? So Binder Bob, as they call him, gets it out of here right now. The mean old Alice. Up next, of Rodney Martin on the starting line. Board tells it full pull for Bob Schilling right there.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, Butch.
301, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop! Give yourself a big round of applause. All right, here we go now. Rodney Martin, Bonnie, Illinois, Mino Alice. Another one of those fine running Illinois tractors. Out of there. Amino Alice, D21, has made it to the elite side of the building. Amino Alice. Matt Goodwin on deck. Dave Elson in the...
Still up there?
Hey, there's those guys from California over there, too. Here we go. Tractor pull time. Against all odds. Matt Goodwin. Here comes the Iowa-based machine. And right there for that 36.88. Boy, that tractor hadn't been done very long, I tell you. It's a good run. Nice run. Still happen here in this Kentucky area. We've been fortunately blessed this year with some excellent weather. Last couple of years, Thursday and Friday, we've had some rain and snow. 7, 218, and 27. Here we come, that Ford tractor on the starting line right now. And problems for Blue Bayou. David Elson, Windsor, Illinois. On deck, Doug Leake out of Opdyke, Illinois, with all business. Here we go now.
Tough crowd.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry about that, especially you Ford tractor pulling fans. All right. right, here we come now on the starting line. Last tractor in the class before the pull-off, Doug Leak right here. Updike, Illinois. Finished 9th here in 1991. It's a Magnum 7120, Case IH Magnum. Yeah, a little more ether in there. Fired up here. And she comes to life there. Doesn't like it's contrary weather.
All right, here we go. Final one with a chance to make the pull-off. All business.
And right there, the boys and their Tinker Toys, all business. Well, it's pull-off time at Freedom Hall.
Which will begin momentarily. All right.
Oh, man. How about a John Deere, people? Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Whoa. Boy, Meese has laid a shot down for him to talk about right there. Guy, you just hop on the front there and take you on over. 7.23. Well, the John Deere, the squealer, really lays down his shot. 2:27.23.
Darrell, you never intended to run 3 times there today, did you?
No, I didn't, but I'm hoping third time's a charm.
It's kind of tough on these super stockers to have to run that much in a row. I guess you still had a lot of heat in there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to run again unless I just had to, but I ain't figuring on it.
I guess they're more or less going to just let you run as far as you can. You had a nice run, though. You went farther than you did the first time, 2:27.13. Or 2:3, I guess is what it is.
Well, I thought I got off a better run the first time than I did the second hooking up, so we moved over onto the drier track. Thought we'd get a better hole shot. I guess we did by 7 feet.
Good run. Let's hope it holds up for you. I always say I hate to be the first guy out on a pull-off, though. You always worry about it. You got to sit here and watch those guys come down the track. They know you're after you. But, you know, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Doug Meese. Here we go now, on the line. And right there. Oh, man, this is close.
All right, the number to keep in mind, the squealer John Deere, 2:27.23. That's what he's got to beat here. The International Red Thunder needed to beat 2:27.23. His distance, 2:27.45. Right there by 0.2 of a foot. Blagrave takes the lead. So I guess we must ask you, all you international people, stand up, be counted, let's see you.
Here we go. On the line, Bob Schilling. Freedom Hall, center stage. We get ready to go, and here he comes. Oh. John Deere people are tough, aren't they?
Man, you guys taking no prisoners out there today. But he's got another shot.
Got one more to go. Gets those 2 times. Whoa! And right there for Binder Bob in the hyperactive tractor.
One more to go. Rodney Martin is the only one who can keep Blagrave out of victory lane. Or victory circle, as we have it here. Victory row. That's good. Victory row. Two.
.42, 217 and 42 right there. Okay, here comes Edmino Alice. Alice Chalmers, people, let's get with the program. What do you say? See that, Alice Chalmers, get with those internationals. And that will do it right there.
After 2 nights of international or John Deere action, the Internationals coming back strong here again. And I guess we'll settle it all tonight here in Freedom Hall. Steve Blagrave, Ackerley, Texas, and Red Thunder is going to get it done here this afternoon.
Well, you know, did you all call home and talk to Dad yet?
Yeah, we called him last night. Yeah, he was awful happy about Stan's run last night. And
He's going to be real happy now, isn't he?
yeah, he's going to be real happy now. He's going to be real happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here this afternoon. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Steve Blagrave, and I know you got something else you want to say.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the people at ICI for putting this on every year. We love coming up here. And I'd especially like to thank the people that put the show on, like Betsy and everybody here that put the show on. They're a great bunch of guys, and it's just great to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, what more can be said? Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Steve Blagrave, our trophy presentation. Mr. Dave Herndon from ICI America, and representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, Mr. Gib Gosser. Well, Darrell, my boy, you had to make 3 runs. I don't think anybody else made 3 runs today, but boy, you sure did.
Well, I'd do it again if I could get second next year. You know, I've been well satisfied.
This is your best finish here so far?
Oh, yeah. We haven't been here since they quit the 55 Super and first year back, and we're happy with the way we finished.
Well, congratulations on a nice run. Maybe next year could be number 1.
I'll give her a try.
Hey, we hope you do it. Ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Darrell Meese, what do you say, out of Illinois? And our trophy presentations once again with Mr. Gib Gosser of the Kentucky State Fair Board and Mr. David Herndon of ICI Americas. Congratulations, Mr. Schilling. Nice run.
Thank you.
Did you have a good time here this afternoon?
Yeah, it's my first year here, and really.
Could have done something different. What would you have done besides win, of course?
I don't know, maybe come out a little harder.
Come out a little harder, huh? Well, we were kind of concerned there. You had a little problem at first, and kind of probably shook you up just a little bit.
Yeah, it didn't help any.
No, it didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Bob Schilling, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say? Number 3 here this afternoon. Congratulations on a nice run. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we'd like to, the trophy presentation.